It's Tuesday morning, the world's going even more crazy. I thought what we'd do today is do a little bit of a tutorial. This has kind of caused me quite a bit of pain. Many people have got these foam rollers and like me, it's been gathering dust for ages. I've got to say, I absolutely hate using it, but it is beneficial. I think right now, these are a good investment. If you've got one, go find it, dust it off. I think it might be some time now to give it a bit of love. If you haven't and you think one of these might be useful, go online and have a look. We'll go through a little way of using them. It's more of a tutorial than a workout. I will go through everything. I won't go through it for too long because it's just going to be too boring. So we just have a go and see how we get on. We're going to start off, I'm going to do this as a full body. For some areas of the body, I actually do feel spiky balls better. I think for your glutes, for me, absolutely no question. But, see how we get on. So, get your mate, put a bit of music on today, I hope you can hear it. The YouTube police shouldn't have a problem with this, fingers crossed. Right, we're going to start with it underneath the bottom of the shoulder blades. So, get it underneath your shoulder blades, put your hands behind your head. You're in a bit of a crunch position. As you are going to roll that way, let your head drop back, don't let it go into your neck, and then just come back, a slight crunch up. Drop back, up. You can feel all sorts of, oh my goodness, crazy pains. Just drop back, and then come up. So we're just going to gently warm up. And what I'm going to suggest you to do is to find the tightest bit. Found it. And you're just going to hold on that tight area, pushing down, relaxing it for about 20 seconds. That is really quite pleasant. Don't need to drop completely on. And if there's more than one area, find that, hold for 20 seconds. And then when you've finished on that area, just give it a couple of massage rolls. And then come back. This is helping the fascia, which are around the muscles, loosen off, which is exactly what sports massage does. This is not as effective as sports massage, it can never be, but it's as good as we can get right now. And if the fascia will get knotted and tight, which cover the muscles, then of course the muscles can't move the same. So it's useful to do this. Either do it after a tough workout, or just because you feel a bit achy, but it's great on a recovery day. Or just because you're tired. So I'm going to put it under my lower back. Now I'm not as convinced on the lower back as spiky ball. You can do this, I've just got it into my lumbar spine. I'm just going up and down. That puts a horrible feeling on my neck. I actually don't like doing that. So for me, if I was going to use this on my lower back, I'd put this against the wall and I'd just squat up and down and keep arranging it. For me, that is much better. I feel far more in control. But it doesn't go as deep as for me. Spike just into here and here against the wall, for me would be far better. The next one, I've never seen it used in this way before, but I did some research on these yesterday, just so that I could film this. We're going to get this area, your lats. So if you do a pull down, or you just get tight in this area from sitting like this is going to hurt. It's not the most pleasant thing I've ever done in my life. In fact, I've tried it a couple of times now, it's painful. So you're going to almost get this under, already it's painful, under your arm, your armpit. And we're just going to roll and back. I can't even begin to tell you how this feels. Oh my goodness. You've got a couple of muscles around there. You've got your lats and you've got your serratus anterior. which actually pull your scapula, your shoulder blades back. So I'm just going to find a soreness there and just hold. I'm not going to hold for 20 seconds, and I can find a bit more. And it's really, really stiff, really sore. And if you just change your body position a bit and just roll on a bit more. Oof, that's kind of mainly. So register just a little bit. So I'll get on to the other side. It's just a case of getting your legs in position, so make sure you're under your arms. And then let's get it under the armpit. It's getting in position with these things. That's it. Oh, nice and painful. So just find the sorest bit. Who knew that was even sore? I have no idea. I'm just going to lean over a bit. Clearly, ladies, don't let your breast tissue go onto this. Or gentlemen, to be fair. And then just roll a couple of times if you can bear it. Oof, that really hurt. So we started, we got the upper leg, got into the lats. That's taken my breath away, that's how uncomfortable that was. We're going to do into this area now. Again, for me, I'm not convinced that this is as good as spiky ball, just because I'm a big spiky ball lover, but it's good to do. So you're just going to put your leg over and keep moving your bum around. Actually, if I really dig in now, just in that position, you've got to find your own tight bits. If you're used to having sports massage, imagine when your therapist really digs in with their elbow. Find that spot. I just found it. And you're going to hold. And the key with these is to move slowly in and around the area. And then just try and hold. And just move off it. And come back on. So it's not a quick movement. I want some real slow, gentle moves. Now we're going to go other way. Ooh. And I know some of our participants who come to Pilates will be grimacing if they're doing this, either with a spiky ball or not. If you can take your foot off the floor, that really does add intensity. And just roll gently and come back. Roll very gently and come back. Ooh. And hold that. So go onto it, find your most uncomfortable bits, your sorest bit, very gently move across it. Just need to check my crib sheet, sorry. Okay, it's slightly moved. So we've done the glutes, we've done the lower back, we're going to go into the hamstrings. Try and keep moving round. For me, this is quite hard on the wrists doing all of this. You can use this for both hamstrings at once. For me, that's not really doing enough of a job. I think we are better off to try and do single if you can, and just forwards and backwards. Again, if you can bring your leg, one leg over. And the key thing with all of these is to think the muscles are not just in one place. You've got to get on the outside edge of them and then slowly come back onto the inside and slowly come back all the way to the back of the knee and go back again. And you may start to find, if you do this slowly, some quite tight bits. Again, when you find those tightest bits, and you'll only find those by going in slowly. Just stop, in and around it, and just let your body sink in. Mine's just around here. And it's going to be a bit boring watching this, guys, I apologise, but I think it's a useful thing to do. It certainly made me research it just a little bit. And keep going as long as you need. This side I feel is going to be far worse for me. Pull this leg back so you can see. So I'm just going up and down the middle of the hamstring here, nice and slowly, right from the back of the knee, right up to the top, onto the bottom of the buttocks. And then I'm going to twist. So it's more down the outside edges of the hamstring. May even be tipping into the IT band just a little bit, but not enough. We'll get that in a minute. And then I'm going to turn inwards. And that's quite sore for me. So find the sore bits and just hold. 2, 3, moving my legs so you can see, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not doing the full 20 seconds, I'm in baby. Ooh. If you've not done this before, build up to going for the full 20 seconds. Same for your calf muscles. Your calf muscles go all the way up the back. You've got your peroneus muscles coming up here. They really help as we walk. You've got your gastroc, you've got your soleus, and there's all sorts of little tiny muscles in there. So don't just think, oh yeah, a bit of a quick rub is going to do it. It's not. Back of the knee, down to the Achilles if you can. So I'm just going up and down the main belly of the muscle. I'm going to turn and go from the ankle joint up the outside edge. It's not too bad for me today. I'm going to go the inside because I've done this a few times now. And it feels a bit weird if you put one leg on the other. You've got a bit more weight. Again, find the time, just found the tightest bit on the inside of my calf. Ooh, it's registering a bit. And you'd hold that for 20 seconds. You go with the other calf. Just going to go forwards and backwards. And this one's far more tender. I'm going to twist, go up and around the peroneus muscles. These to me are the IT band of the lower part of the leg. And then we're going to go inside and again. For me it's at the top, into here, going to press down. My arms are feeling this, they're probably wobbling now. And then relax. So just make sure you move all the way around that area. I'm going to move on to this inner thigh, something I've never foam rolled before, to be honest. So you take the foam roller, it's going to be parallel to the body. This feels really weird. Guys, for goodness sake, be careful doing this. So I'm going to take this leg over. Find it's best to be toes of the opposite leg in that position. And again, start with the main part of the muscle. So just push over and back. And then you're just going to go more towards the quads. I'm just moving. Make sure you start near the knee, the inside of the knee. As a therapist, I know that for me that area gets really tight, and for many patients too. So get in, and that is just sore. There's no other word for it, so I'm going to rub over it and back, rub over and back, and then I'm just going to press on it. 2, 3, and really hold in that area and get right in there. So you would hold that ideally for 20 seconds on your sore bits, and you're going to have more than one sore bit in an area. Now I've found this little workout, or this little tutorial for myself during this period of no sports massage. I'm going to be using this a lot. I don't like it, I've got to say, but it's going to be necessity. Start with the knee, roll all the way in and back, all the way in and back. And again, I'm making sure that I move the leg a little bit, making sure I get right into that area inside the knee. It's in your vastus medialis. It's one of the quadricep muscles, and it'll be working hard no matter what. If that gets tight, that can pull into the patella, the knee, and cause knee pain. So we just push on that. Who knew? Woo. And you just keep going into that area. Great work. Quads, which are always horrible, which is these muscles here. We're going to start off double. But I'm going to say what I would say with everything else, get all the way up to the top. The quads, the hip flexor starts all the way up and back. So actually, you know what? You need to put your brave pants on and start doing single. All the way up and back. All the way up and back. Try not to keep the other leg on it. And what I'm going to do now is move the leg in a bit, all the way down and back. On the outside. Oof, that hurts. All the way down. Being ever so brave for the video. And you can't see my tears. I don't feel, oh, this is horrible. I'm going to find the sorest bit and I'm going to bend my knee. And that's really absolutely painful. Anybody who knows my therapist, John Hackleton, this is worse than Healing Hands has ever done to me. Oh my goodness. Oh, good stuff. There's many people watching this that I've heard in the past with massage thinking, that's karma. Tell you what, girls and boys, you'll not get warm doing this. Other leg. I just wish I could see your faces when you're doing this. Maybe I need to film Mr. Knuckles doing it. Give us all a complete hoot. So I'm just going up and down. You get the inside a little bit. So a bit more into vastus medialis. Then into lateralis. And then we're going to do that vicious, nasty thing. Find the sorest bit, bend my knee. Oh, and just press down. This is horrible, I've got to tell you. Fantastic. Good stuff. Just need to grab a piece of paper, sorry. Not great. Reduction. Good job this is not a day job, being paid for videos. I'm going to do the IT band. You saw that was painful, this is going to be even worse. But it needs to be done. So I'm just making you... So I'm getting... The IT band starts right up here in your greater trochanter. You'll have got a knobbly bit at the top of your femur. And that IT band is only a thin muscle, only part of its muscle, the rest tendon. It's the tensor fasciae latae muscle, and it goes right down into the knee. So if that's tight, you cannot hip flex freely. So, I'll just move down a bit. So I'm going to try and start at the knee and be proper brave. And man up, and that is incredibly painful. And go all the way down. Start at the knee. Slowly, I'm really trying not to scream, shout, and carry on. And it's a good job I'm actually videoing this. I'm going to hold that. Otherwise, I'd just have stopped. Talk about take one for the team. Oh my goodness. Don't all laugh when you watch this. I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh, that hurt. No pain, no gain. Health and bow skill. Motto of pace and footpath runners. If we keep doing these things, they will get easier. But right now, you're not going to get sports massage. Physio appointments are only going to be for urgent conditions. Oh. The pain. I'll tell you what, if it's a cold day, you don't need heating on doing this. You'll get so warm. I'm never warm, but believe me, I am absolutely roasting doing this. Find the hardest bit, sorest bit. I'm being such a brave little soldier. Oh. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do on this is the front of the leg. You'll think, what on earth? It's quite a nice foot workout actually. It's quite good for the abs. But it's not going to be pleasant. I've not done this for years, so this is going to really cause me a lot of grief. I need to get into the right position. So you're going to have to bear with me. So you're coming up and back. Use your abdominals as you come up and back. So you're going down the front of your calf muscles. Squeeze and back. Squeeze and back. And again. Single leg. Move it round. Change leg. Beautiful. So it's pike to plank. Full on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whoa. Oh, that has been painful. Sorry about my papers falling down, but hey, it's real life. Have a go at this. Treat yourselves. Nothing else to be doing. You can get them for a little £6 on Amazon. They've got the knobbles, or we've got a long thin one. Doesn't matter what you've got, just have a go. Use it with spiky ball in conjunction. These are your massage tools until things change. Thank you for watching.